And I 100% believe that 2023 is going to be the year of momentum inside of this company. And if you're with me, type 777 in the chat. If you're with me, let's get it, guys. Welcome to Elevate Mentorship Week 13. This is the midway point right here. If you've been riding with us this entire way, I appreciate you and thank you for doing that. This call is all about elevating other people and bringing on the absolute best, and not just our company, but in the industry, to give you guys value to take your life and your business to the next level. And I'm your host, Joey Wilson, Chairman 100 here with I Am Mastery Academy. And I am super fired up for this call tonight. And so listen, before I even get into anything, reach out to a few people in your organization and say, bro, are you on this call? Because they should be. Everybody that you know, anybody that's in your organization should be on this call. I take it personal. We should have way more people on these calls, and that's just a fact. But I know as we build up momentum, we're going to start to get more and more people on these calls. But I just know how much value these calls are for me. I mean, just in, like I said earlier, in the last 10 years, getting on, freeconferencecalling.com, the calls we used to get on in my previous company, and listening to the rising stars of the company and just hearing their successes and what they're doing and the tricks and tips that they're giving out to have success in their business. And it would just give me the fuel and the ideas to do the same thing in mine. And it would give me the energy to go faster. Right. And so same thing with you guys. And so I look at it like this. The only people I have in my organization right now are the people on this call, and same with you. So how many people do you have in your organization? How many people are on this call? And that's the way I've always looked at it, because these are the people, you guys are the ones that are actually get fired up and go take action right after this is my belief. And so that being said, guys, a few housekeeping things before we actually hop into it. There may or may not be income talked about on these calls, right? So there's no guarantees regarding income. Your success or failure depends on your own skill set and personal effort. Okay. Number two, make sure that your network is on these calls. And then number three, make sure you're taking notes, because we all know the reality that, you forget 99% of the information that you hear on these calls if you don't write it down. So that being said, we might need to play one more song. Oh, he doesn't have the link. I probably should have sent him the link. So what I'm going to do is get this over to him real quick and he'll hop on. But you guys obviously know who's going to be on this call. And this dude plays a huge role in my life, in my career, in my business. Like I said, I've been in this industry for 10 plus years. And when I got in, I had no clue. I was researching a lot of people in this industry, and a lot of people in my previous company and in companies, all over the world. It was a lot of people, the people who were having success were, baby boomers, older people. And I was like, dude, is there anybody my age, 22 years old, that are really having success with this thing? Or am I the only team in the entire world that's doing this? Well, I was researching on Google and on the internet, on YouTube. I was die hard. When I got into this, I didn't know what this industry was of network marketing, affiliate marketing. And so I'm like, this is crazy. Like, is this real? Is this legit? Because this is a dream come true. If I can build this as a career, I can be my own boss. I can choose my own hours. I can work from my phone. There's no cap on income. I can work with the people that I want to work with. And I can learn from mentors that have a lifestyle that I want. I'm like, this is unreal. And so I'm researching it, and I find this dude on YouTube, and he's in Arizona doing his thing and talking about, everything, where we kind of hear in this industry. We were taught, go to school, get good grades, get a job, and work that job for the rest of your life. And he said somebody invited him out to an event, come meet my friend Brad, who's making $10,000 a week. And he's like, dude, why wouldn't I show up to that? And I'm just listening to his story, and I'm like, this is crazy. There are a lot of people out there having success, but it was, as far as my age group goes, he created a massive wave. And some of you guys know that about him. Some of you don't. I mean, I watched this. We're both the same age, and we both got in the industry. He got in at 21 years old. I think I got in at 22. And again, there's no guarantees regarding income, but when I was making about $2,000 a month at 22, 23 years old, here this dude is, same age as me, making upwards near 100 a month. And I'm like, what is he doing different that I'm not doing? I have to learn from this dude. And years went on, and he just kept rising And I'm like, this is crazy. And I reached out to him. We built a relationship over the years. And now it's just the stars aligned back in early 2018 for me to reach out to him and just say, hey, bro, I see what you guys are doing. I see all the success stories here. I don't know what Chairman 10 means, and I don't know what these charts mean, but obviously you guys are doing something right. And so we met up for the first time in person together. I went and picked him up. He was up in Minneapolis for the Super Bowl. And I picked him up and we went to Applebee's and he drew out the compensation plan for me and he showed me how this all works. And, people don't buy into companies, they buy into people. And I didn't even really care what the company was. Cause like I said, I didn't even know what trading was, or I didn't know what Forex was, but I bought into him because I believe that he knew where he was going and he had a vision of where this thing was going. And I'm like, dude, I'm hopping on this wave, because he was part of a previous company that I watched him have a whole bunch of success in. He created a wave. I mean, he is a wave creator. And I'm like, I'm not missing this wave. I am not missing this wave. And I'll tell you guys the same thing. Going into 2023, we're creating a massive wave. Do not be left behind. It's already done. You're walking that stage as a brand new chairman. It's already done. It's already been written. If you want it, you can absolutely have it if you're willing to take the information that you hear today from Alex and go run this thing all the way to the top. So let me see if he's hopping on. Boom. He said he's on his way right now. But anyways, guys, so real quick. So yeah, I got started with him in IM Mastery Academy, and my very first launch call was February 7th of 2018. And I just said, bro, all I need for you is to paint the vision of where we're going with this thing. We tell people when they first get started, hey, you want to go fast? You want to hit some of these high ranks? Success loves speed. So let's knock this thing out of the park right away. So make a massive list of names on a piece of paper, right? If you want to just hit platinum 600, make a list of your top 10 people that know you the best and trust you the most. If you want to hit some of these top earner numbers, let's treat this like an actual business that it is. And so I made a massive list of names, and I got a few people, my easy ones, right? I got a few easy ones together. Kessler's on this call right now. He was one of them. And I just said, hey, bro, we're doing a call tonight at 9 p.m. I'm going to get Alex on here, and he's going to rip the vision of where this thing's going. And so we did our very first launch call, February 7th of 2018, and we put in over 40 customers that day, and the back office was so bad. I knew we could put in over 100. I just knew it with what we were doing, having Alex hop on the call. And it wasn't that I was a great trader. It wasn't that I had this much influence. I just knew that, hey, if I got excited enough, if you light yourself on fire, people are going to come from miles to watch you burn. And so I was like, dude, I lit myself on fire, and we got in over 40 customers that day. By day 2, we had in over 100 customers. And then 90 days into the company, hit Chairman 10. And I just feel like I made a great decision. And I tell my wife, Britt, all the time, we made a great decision to follow the lead of Alex Morton, one of the best in the game, bar none, to come to this company and ride with him on this journey, because I knew he knew where he was going. And I'm like, this dude's about to do big things and I'm not going to be left behind. So with that being said, let me see real quick if he's on the call. I'm going to shoot him a text message real quick, and then I'll hop back on here. All right, I believe he is on. Type in the chat if you see him. I'm not seeing him on here. He said he's on. Am I missing it here? Oh, that's okay. See, you're tricking me, bro. How would I know? All right, let's get it. It's the media one. Boom. Let me make you co-host. I think this is
there we go. What's going on?
You didn't even let me finish my edification real quick. Guys, this dude from Bexley, Ohio, he's a legend from Ohio, of the likes of LeBron James, Simone Biles, the Paul brothers, Steven Spielberg, and Rob Dyrdek. Type fires in the chat for my brother, Mr. Alex Morton.
You're hilarious, man. I love you, bro.
If you just want to kind of just, share a little bit of your story for the new people, and then, we can get into a Q&A or whatever you're looking to do. and we can get this thing.
Yeah, I'll roll a little bit. First off, I apologize for not being at the computer. I had a couple of meetings go back to back today. End of the year taxes and different things like that. So I apologize for being in the car, but we got connection. It's 2022, almost 2023. So I'm excited to be here and joking around, having fun. To me, that should show you guys that, you don't have to be some special breed to become massively successful in this business. You can be you. I'm seeing some of your cameras are on, and whether you're a guy, whether you're a girl, whether you're young, whether you're middle-aged, whether you're a little bit, older, listen, we've got a company that allows people to create success. And I've been a part of I Am Mastery Academy since 2016. And I've seen what this company has done for not just me, but for tens of thousands of people all over the world. I've been in over 75 countries, literally seeing people trading, learning, growing, maturing, evolving, helping. And now at 33 years old, turning 34 in 2023, I can, in doing this industry of network marketing since 2011. I'll take you guys all the way back here for a second, but I got introduced to this industry. I was a college kid at Arizona State, and I grew up in upper middle class. I saw mom and dad working hard 7 days a week. There was no days off for 14 years. They were building an insurance company. And I remember going into the office with my little sister and playing in the mailroom and stuff like that, watching my parents work very, very hard to provide for my sister and I. So as a young kid, I said, okay, so working hard is that's a normal thing you do as a family to provide, right? So as I got older, I realized something. I said, well, I want to make a lot of money, but I don't want to have to work in an office building, from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., right? I watched my dad leave the house at 7:30 in the morning. He had a dress shirt on and a tie. I didn't want to ever learn how to tie a tie. So I said, I got to find a better way. So when I got introduced to this profession at 21, I had no network. I had no net worth. I wasn't respected in the business community. I was a 21-year-old, punk kid having fun with his friends partying in college, but I always knew I was going to do something big with my life. So you guys got to understand tonight, if you're on this call, listen, you guys really, truly are, at the right place at the right time with the right people. You really are. I know Chris Terry very, very well. I was texting with him today about some real estate stuff and, kind of the plans in the future of, this company. And I just got to say, I feel so confident and I feel so hungry and I feel so focused. I know a lot of you on this call, you're probably from the United States of America. And I'm going to say some things. And listen, I'm gonna push this to just a training tonight. We're gonna schedule another Q&A when I can be at home at the office. But we can do that Q&A in the next 10 days as well. And I can sit there for an hour and answer, literally all of your questions that you wanna ask me. But I know a lot of you guys are in America right now, and I can tell you, if your group isn't really super focused and really super energized, you have to understand, teams in Europe, teams in North Africa are on fire, going absolutely crazy. So there are some markets in this company that are in massive momentum. There are some markets in this company that experience some retracements, but every market in this company is experiencing December 21st, 2022. That's today. That's right now. That's this moment that we're sharing together. And everybody on this call, you've got 11 days, technically 12 days from right now to prepare and prep for 2023. And a lot of these calls that I've been doing, getting ready for this brand new year, is the high level achievers, their new year doesn't start January 1st. Their new year starts 90 days prior to that moment. When you study successful people, and I've listened to podcasts with The Rock, his assistant and business manager, I forget her name, but she says, we have Dwayne's schedule planned out 24 months from right now. Rob Dyrdek, who's speaking in all but the January, so he can't fly live and connect with everybody, via live stream. And he said, I know what I'm doing, 18 months out from right now. He goes, me and my wife have our vacations planned. When I'm shooting my films, I know what I'm doing with my, with all my kids. Like, my career is out. He said, you got to tell your people in your company, like, listen, if I'm in 18 months from right now, dude, you got to be planning at least the next 30, 60, 90 days. So I would say over the course of these next, 12 days, get super clear on number one, what it is you want to create in your life in 2023. Number two, who you're super, super locked into. Like, who are you really leaning into and listening to? Joey Wilson is a phenomenal leader. This guy is, he's a mega titan in this space. I mean, he really is. For his age and the results that he's been able to attract and accomplish, he's right up there with everybody. He was inducted into the $1 Million Hall of Fame like 1 or 2 years ago. People are celebrating this year. I'm like, dude, Joey was in that sucker 2 or 3 years ago, man. So you guys are working with somebody who really understands the nature of this business. And he's a lot like me in terms of Midwest, hard worker, positive attitude. I've been working with Joey for years now. I don't think he's ever brought me any drama or negativity. That's very rare to see. The Chairman 100, this dude has never brought me any crap. It's literally production-based, results-driven, God, family, help people win, and I Am Mastery Academy. So for those of you that are part of his group, that's amazing. We have other people on here that are part of different organizations. The other chairman here, Tyler, what's up, man? My other here, another phenomenal leader. So you guys got to really select who's going to be my guiding light in this brand new year. There are certain people that I look to and I get guidance from and I get advice from. And when you're looking at, this business, it's quite simple. It really is. Like, what we do, it is very simple. We have products and services that are absolutely incredible. We get paid money to go share.
Yeah, that's Alex Morton, ladies and gentlemen.
Are we back?
Hey, yes, sir. Let's go.
Back?
I got you, bro.
Okay, sorry. I don't know. Did I say? I don't know. It was like it kicked me off there for a second. So what I'm getting at is, listen, what we do is very, very simple. People try to overcomplicate this so much. Like, over the course of the last, 60 days of me really pushing this event in Miami next month, I was on the phone today with a guy in Vivint. He does like home alarm systems and stuff. And as I'm talking to these people and they're buying like tickets for their groups, they're all of them are asking me like, dude, can you just explain to me like what you really do? Because we don't really understand the whole I Am Mastery Academy thing. And I explained it to these guys, insurance, solar. I got like 10 guys coming that do door-to-door pest control. Like, I didn't even know that was a thing. Apparently they sell bug spray door-to-door. And I explained to them what we do. And I'm telling you the truth when I say this, they are blown away by our platform. They're like, so you can sell anywhere in the world via your cell phone. And then if they go introduce other people to learn how to trade, learn how to travel, learn how to make money in e-commerce, they're like, your people actually get paid on the efforts of other people. And I'm like, yes. And that doesn't exist in every industry. So I'm just super grateful to still be in a phenomenal company that's helped so many people around the world. So some takeaways, some tangible things. Number one, get super clear on what you want to accomplish in 2023. Number two, really decide who your go-to guy or girl or multitude of mentors is going to be, and really lock in to their mentorship and their guidance. Okay. Number three, I would ask myself, hey, what environments am I putting myself into, okay, throughout 2023, where I'm going to be in a growth environment, where I'm going to be surrounded with people that actually are more successful than me. Like, I have plans to join certain mentorship groups that are attached to people like Tony Robbins, that cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. Okay. I've already sewn into somebody like Grant Cardone. Now it's got to be close to $300,000 for friendship, for mentorship, for guidance, right? So I'm not telling you guys to go do that. What I am asking you is this: what event, what environment are you going to right now on paper where you're bringing your top 5, your top 10 people to go learn new tips, tricks, insights, philosophies, techniques on how to grow yourself. I'm in talks with somebody close to Ed Milet, like, hey, what kind of mentorship does Ed do? This guy's, husband, father, he's worth 800 to 900 million dollars. Like, how do I get close to this person, right? So you want to get clear. You want to decide who your mentors, your coach, your guiding lights are going to be. You want to know, hey, where am I going to really get invigorated and charged up to take my life to the next level? Because those events changed my life. I remember we brought 50 people to a Bob Proctor event in Los Angeles, California. I bought 3 tables. They were $8,000 a piece. And everybody there was platinum 2,000, platinum 5,000. 90% of those people all went chairman 10 or higher. One of them became a chairman 250, Juan Diego, right? I remember in 2018, I brought 50 people to Tony Robbins UPW. I feel like Joey was probably there. And we walked, he was there. We walked across fire in the parking lot. I invested into that. Dude, I don't know what the heck that was. That was tens of thousands of dollars. But the point is that's where people have paradigm shifts. That's where people, create breakthroughs, especially in today's world, because people are locked in. They've been locked in their house. They've been doing the lockdown stuff. They're around negative family, negative friends, negative situations, right? So you got to make sure, where am I bringing my people to grow, expand, and rock and roll? Like, for an example, this kid today that does Vivint Energy. Tomorrow I'm on a call with his millionaire mentor guy, and we're putting together 50 tickets for his 50 top sales guys to get in the room with Grant Cardone, Ed Milet, myself, blah, 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 to grow and expand and go to that next level, right? So those are a couple, things I wanted to kick off this call with. And I want to get really into like more of the nitty gritty things of building this business, because although I do believe mindset and mentality is 95% of this game, because the truth is, this company is very black and white, right? We all have the same CEO. We all have the same packs. We all have the same products and services. We have the same compensation plan. For Joey to go see hundreds, it's the same for Austin or Elbers or Pete or Rich or Mikal or Marcos or Donovan to go see 100. Okay, so the difference really is you. And for those of you taking notes, you should write that down. The difference maker is me. And one of the philosophies that I've been kind of like talking to certain people right around the P2, P5 level, I'm telling them, and Richard Usra and I had this conversation in Vegas a couple weeks ago. I said, we have to get in the mentality of firing our upline. And when I say firing your upline, I'm not saying don't talk to your sponsor ever again, because that would be a dumb thing to do. But it's the mentality of, if Joey Wilson sponsors Alex Morton in the business, my mentality has to be, regardless of what Joey does, I'm still going to go produce. I'm still going to go do the work. I'm still going to go do the prospecting, the presenting, the promoting, and I'm going to still go get this thing done. And I remember in my first company, I had to, quote, fire my upline, and I did that in about 2013, because certain people were getting lazy and I didn't agree with some of their philosophies anymore. So I said, you know what, I don't care what they're doing. I'm going to lead my organization. I'm going to be my own upline. I'm going to be my own mentor. And that's the way it's going to be, because a lot of you, including myself, none of us are operating at 90% to 100% of our potential. Not even close. I actually heard Bob Proctor tell me that in his 80s. He said, Alex, I've done a lot of my life. I helped a lot of people. He said, I don't think I'm operating at even 80% of my human potential. And that really hit me hard, because I said, man, this man does so much. He gives so much. At the time, Bob was building a school a week in Africa through his foundation. He was literally building a school a week with his foundation. And he's telling me he's only at 80% of his potential. Tony Robbins feeds like 800 million people a year, something crazy. And he's like, dude, I'm not even where I can be as a human being. So we all can operate at a much higher level. And what I'm suggesting you guys do moving into this new year is to start to think of yourself as the person you truly want to become. And at every level, you're going to have to do this. Whether you're where Joey Wilson is, whether you're where Richard Ustra is, whether you're where I am, whether you're with somebody else is. Listen, everybody's always thinking about how can I do, be, have, and serve and give at a higher level. And we've been so blessed to have, I Am Mastery Academy as this vehicle because you have unlimited earning potential, right? This whole mentorship call is called the Elevate Mentorship Call. I would tell you the quickest ways to elevate, number one, is to get around people who are already elevated, okay? Build relationships, network, rub shoulders, shake hands, do whatever you need to do. Okay, number two, work on me, right? What am I reading? What am I listening to? What am I watching? What events am I attending? Okay, then number three, I believe that most people's challenges in this business are solved with one word, and that word is action. I look back on my career, anytime I was angry, upset, pissed off, frustrated, and I took action and sponsored new people, dude, my problems went away. I said this phrase 2 years ago. I said, Rita, right? Rita, RITA, recruiting is the answer. If you have challenges right now in your organization, you want to go out there and sponsor new people. Now we have so many new verticals. I mean, the feedback we got, and Richard's on here, man, you guys can hit him up personally if you want to. The feedback from the first TLX trip was literally lights out phenomenal. I mean, these guys were in Omnia nightclub for free. They saw Marshmallow front row for free. They had $10,000 tables at XS nightclub. And Rich is like, dude, we got on the VIP list through TLX. We paid no money. And we were like standing next to friggin' Marshmallow on the dance floor. And people were spending $10, $12, $15,000 on a table. I mean, you talk about the value. It's astronomical, right? So you can lead with travel, you can lead with trading, right? People, crypto's down right now, NFTs are in the gutter right now. Okay, if you learn how to trade, you can make money whether the market goes up or the market goes down. People have the potential of earning money trading, right? One of the chairman tens in the company sent me his e-commerce store. He's from New York. He lives in Miami now. I'm not going to say his name. And I'm like, dude, you're crushing it on selling stuff on our ECX platform. He's like, dude, I'm making just as much money on friggin' ECX as I am building the business now, right? No income claims. Past results don't equal future results, and results are going to differ based on you and your individual efforts and experience. But the point is that you got to look at this company as like an octopus. I know that sounds weird, but an octopus has all these tentacles and all these arms. This company is not just FRX, okay? It's not just go Chairman 10. There's so many avenues of potential money and wealth creation. So start to think outside of the box. And right now, more than ever, guys, it's Christmas this weekend. I know we're supposed to say happy holidays or whatever. I say Merry Christmas, whatever, right? Holidays, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, it's all amazing, okay? People are getting money for their holiday gifts. You should be hitting these people up. You should be hitting these people up and saying, listen, you just came across all this, these Visa gift cards and stuff floating around. Man, you need to get on the Empowered Pack, save money traveling, promote travel, and learn how to trade, right? We just came back from Vegas. It was freaking phenomenal. We're putting together trips to Miami, to Cabo. We're going to have our first 12-month, what do we call it? Anniversary trip we're putting together. This next chairman trip is going to be phenomenal. We're still, we found it down to like the top 3 locations that we're still, looking at. The Dubai chairman trip was literally magnificently insane. I mean, it really, truly, I was blown away with the level of trip. Chris, you are something else, man, because this thing is out of control. Okay. So the next little thing here, I know I've been on here for a little bit now, right? The next little thing here is every day when you wake up, this is what I want you guys to understand. There are really 2 things you got to be focused on. You are focused on building your business, and you're focused on building yourself. Whether your goal is to make 4 figures, 5 figures, 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures in this business every day, what you're really doing on a 3rd grade educational level is you are building the business and you are building yourself. Okay. As a leader, I think one of the most powerful things you can do going into this brand new year is whoever your top 5 or top 10 are, you need to re-ask them why they're doing this business and have them send you reasons why they're doing this business. Okay. So why they're doing this business. So if they start to slack off in January, February, you can hit them over the head and say, hey, Austin, remember when you told me you wanted to make money to pay off your grandma's medical bills? Yeah, we should probably get to work now. Right? Because in leadership, no one's forced to follow you. No one's forced to follow me. Right? The highest level of leadership is when people follow you for who you are. It's not your past results. It's not your current results. It's not how good of a speaker or author you are. It's, man, I follow Joey. I see my brother Randy's on here. I follow Randy Webb for the man or the woman they are. Okay. And that's John Maxwell Leadership Bible 101. That's the level that we want to one day, ascend to, I guess. But you're only going to do that when you truly, number one, you care about people. Number two, you put their results and their goals and their dreams before yours. And I keep bringing up Richard because we just met in Vegas, but one of the conversations we had was, I was explaining to him, to go chairman 100, right? How do I go see 100? I said, help 3 people in each leg of business go chairman 10. And you're more times than not going to go chairman 100. So if you stair step that down, for those of you on here that are not yet chairman 10, Alex, how do I go chairman 10? Well, I'm going to tell you right now. Help 3 people in each leg of business go platinum 1,000. So what would I do if I was you? I would look at my 3 legs of business and say, okay, who has the desire? Who has the hunger? Who has the teachability? And who has the innate attitude of winning? One of the guys I've been studying a little bit now, is this guy named Tim Grover. Some of you know that name. He coached Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan, Dwayne Wade. I think he did a little bit with Tom Brady. And when he breaks down the mentality of a winner, he said, bar none, the number one quality of a winner, whether it's sports or it's music or it's business or it's a husband, whatever it is it really is hunger. And I think that's why Napoleon Hill, chapter 1, Think and Grow Rich, is the burning desire. Because I think if you show me anybody who's massively successful, and I'm not just talking about money here, I think there is a burning desire for success, right? You go study somebody like Conor McGregor, the guy has a burning desire for success, right? So in leadership, okay, you're like, I want to go chairman 10, Alex. I want to go chairman 10, Alex. Great. Take your eyes off of yourself and put it on helping, Jimmy, Jackie, and Bobby in leg 1 go P1, and then help Randy, Wanda, and Sarah go P1 in leg 2, and then help Austin, Tyler, and Pete go P1 in leg 3. And ladies and gentlemen, your butt is going to be chairman 10, right? That's the method. That's the methodology we used in 2016, 17, when we had 1 chairman 10 in the whole company. By the way, that's true. Jason Brown and Matt Rosa were chairman 10s when I got into this company, and we sat around and said, what's the most simple formula to help people go chairman 10? 72,000 volume, that's too complicated. People are like, dude, what do you volume numbers and packages and all this stuff, right? It's very simple. Help 3 people in each leg go P1. You're going to go chairman 10, nine times out of 10. Okay. So listen, you guys, I can tell you, Joey said, talk about my story. A lot of you know my story, but I love to get on these calls when it's, 80 to 100 people. So it's more intimate, and I can just, speak from the heart and tell you, this business, it's not easy, but it's worth it. If you're on this call, and this is the Elevate Mentorship call, right? You want to accelerate, you want to elevate. Chairman 10 is a dream for you. It's a goal for you. Listen, the Orlando convention, I want to say, I know it's in March, right? Because we're in Rotterdam. And then the week after, we are in Orlando, Florida. Okay, it's December. You have the rest of this month. It's really like 90 days. It's so crazy how fast time goes. We're about 90 days away ish from the Orlando convention in Orlando, Florida. We're definitely gonna hit Disney while we're down there for sure. Probably gonna tell the chairmans and do a Disney trip. I think that's really cool and fun. But what I'm telling you is set a goal for Orlando. Set a goal for Orlando, write it down, and start to see yourself there. Because again, when you explain this is what I've come to realize after having lots of conversations, like I said, over the last 30, 60 days. when people are asking about tickets to the event and they want to talk to me and I talk to them and they ask me questions, what I'm realizing is what we have, it makes sense. Like when you break down I Am Mastery Academy's products, services, and compensation plan to people in a wide variety of industries, you guys, it always makes sense. Like I've never heard someone say that doesn't make sense. They say, okay, that makes sense. Where we are in our humanity, everything is digital, right? There's robot police dogs in San Francisco. Egon's putting chips in people's heads within 5 to 6 months. Everything is now. I was walking around in the mall the other day. They have robots in Las Vegas malls, with screens, advertising different things. And when you walk up to the robot, they know where you are. They will stop. They'll wait for you to walk. They have the sensors. They're developing emotional responses to say, hi, how are you? And change their voice section. So everything is on this screen right here, right? Like we all can agree, this is not going anywhere. If anything, it's going to speed up and speed up and speed up and speed up, right? So we're in the right company, right? And we're launching new things. We're coming out with health and wellness in 2023, and it's not just going to be, oh, drink this shake. No, it's going to be, you guys are going to be weird about this or freak out. It's going to be digitized health. I can't talk too much about it, but it's going to be connected to where we're going to be able to work out together, track calories together, steps together, have water drinking contests together, all tracked digitally on apps. I mean, access to the coolest, sexiest, sleekest gyms in the world. Like this is going to be super dope, right? So we're incorporating, the healthy, the wealthy, the financially sound. I mean, we're doing so much stuff that there's absolutely no way we're not into bang, bang momentum again very, very soon. Because January, and write this down, January, February, push-up contest. That's hilarious. Yeah, for sure. Richard's over there doing 100 today. My money's on Randy Webb, though. Probably. So we're doing all of these different things to help you guys elevate in 2023. January, February, and March. I want you guys to write this down. The work you do in January, February, and March of every year is going to put you on the trajectory and the projection of your results and your income for the remainder of the year. I didn't just make that up. A guy named George Zalika made that up, who used to be a part of a company called ACN way back in the day. He's probably 85 years old now. And he said there's a 90-day law in network marketing. And the most important 90 days is the first 90 days of a brand new year, because people are excited. They're fired up. New Year's resolutions, lose weight, make money, change my life, go to Dubai, la-di-da-di-da. So right now is the time to get everybody around that campfire, to get everybody super, super excited and motivated about this brand new year. Okay. And, I'm obviously going to say, listen, this event in Miami, you guys should be there. I know there's some people on here that already have their ticket, probably a lot of you. But here's the thing. If you're on the fence about it, guys, get off of the fence. In terms of network marketing, I shared this with, we got a big Platinum 2000 leadership retreat, and these guys are coming in from Netherlands and Belgium and stuff. Like you guys are in the US, most of you. It's very easy to get to Florida, get on friggin' what is it? Frontier Airlines for like $17. And they're not going to give you any water, but they'll get you to Florida. But the point is that, you're going to be in a room, especially for those of you going VIP. I know Joey, Richard, Usha, whatever. You're going to be able to network with people that are making 6 and 7 figures in other industries and recruit them into I Am Mastery Academy. Okay. Like when I tell you, we have so many people coming from so many industries, it's actually funny. I told myself, man, probably 75% of the room would probably be network marketers. As of right now, that number is not the case whatsoever. I honestly think insurance reps are probably the top people that have bought the most tickets. And what's funny is in insurance, you have to go take a test and get licensed. In I Am Mastery Academy, all you need is a friggin' photo ID and some hunger, and you can go out there and go Chairman 100 like Joey Wilson, guys. So at this event, It's going to be phenomenal. Obviously, we have different promo codes going right now. I told my team to make me one for Joey. I said Ambition 20, but that's not, my guy's asleep, I think. So use go to breakthecodeevent.com. I'm trying to think what coupon we have even active right now. You guys can try
isn't it BTC 15 for 15%?
Yeah. So BTC 15 is an extra 15% off the early bird right now. And it's going to be phenomenal. Well, that's what I was going to say. I'm also going to have the #1 female in network marketing there as well. And just to give you guys some insight on the value certain people see, I had a network marketing leader from another company. They bought 72 VIP tickets because they're like, you're not in my company, but I'm going to get my leaders in front of the people you got at this event, because I know that's how we're going to 5X and 10X our results. Okay. So guys, invest in yourself, invest in this event. I'm super pumped up and excited about it. You can hear my voice. I've been doing freaking calls all day for I Am, and obviously, the event, but bar none, besides all of that, listen, whether it's the Break the Code event, cool. Whether it's the Rotterdam event, cool. Whether it's Orlando, cool. You got to get yourself in the right environments to elevate yourself and accelerate your results, guys. And the quickest way to prosperity, again, is getting around people who already have prosperity. I was a little bit nervous and scared to give 250 grand to Grant Cardone a couple years ago. But if I told you how much money that 250 grand has made me in terms of relationships and, phone calls that are not public funds and stuff like that, it is way beyond that. Okay. So I'm telling you guys right now, make some decisions to go big in 2023. You guys are a part of an unbelievable company. You guys have great leaders on here. I'm excited. I'm doing a massive Europe tour, April and May. I'm going to be doing probably 10 different countries in Europe. I know Jason Brown is going to be hitting, I want to say Canada and US Q1. I want to say Matt Rose is going to be in Japan and Egypt, I think, Q1. And then I'm going to be running around America when I get back after summer. So you guys are going to be able to build. And then right after summer, when I get back from doing my events in Europe and the Middle East and stuff, I'm going to go on a monster US tour as well. And maybe we'll get Chris to charter a plane and I'll put some of you chairmen on there with me. Who knows, right? But for right now, let's just rock and roll. Let's stay focused. Let's stay hungry. Listen, continue to find ways to be inspired. Continue to find ways to not let too much negativity, into your mind. I know when you turn on TV or you get on social media, a lot of the stuff that you and I see, it is negative. That's why it's even more important in today's world to get around successful people, positive people, and where we're going. I just left the meeting with somebody that was giving me some insight. A lot of people we're all in America. We're in a recession right now. I know Bloomberg said there's a 70% of a chance of a recession in America in 2023. And I'm like, statistically, dude, we're already in a recession, right? But there's a lot of big names and big people that are calling for a massive, Randy said, we've been in recession, laugh out loud. Exactly. But there's a lot of big people that are calling for a massive global financial meltdown. And I don't say that to bring fear into the picture. I say that so you guys can get prepared. All right. You want to be cash heavy. You want to be with the right people. You want to be in the right investments. You want to be in the right company, and you want that freaking cash flow. I Am Mastery Academy. That is your cash flow. So you guys, I appreciate every single one of you. Listen, if you don't have your ticket yet, breakthecodeevent.com, BTC 15. All access is sold out. I think VIP, if it's not sold out right now, it's going to be sold out tomorrow. I think we had like 7 left before this call. I got to send the catering wire on Friday. So if you're thinking about VIP, get it between now and Friday. This isn't me selling you. This is me telling you this is the truth. And let's get fired up, man. I got to say, kudos to Joey for doing this Elevate Mentorship call. I see it in the chairman chats, and I love the concept. I love the idea of it. And you guys stay close to Joey and stay close to these other leaders on here, because we're going to have a massive 2023. So I'll see hopefully a lot of you in Miami next month. Let's go.
Let's go. Appreciate you, brother. All right, guys.
Appreciate you, man. Talk soon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. BreakTheCodeEvent.com. Who's coming? Type in the chat. Who's coming to Miami in January? I don't know how he pulled this off, but look at this lineup. That is ridiculous. You got Grant Cardone, Ed Milet, and Rob Dyrdek. Those three alone, I don't even know how he pulled that off, but that's pretty incredible. So I'll see you guys in Miami in January, Elevate in March. Let's get this thing popping. And like Alex said, step number one, he said, clear vision, right? You want a clear vision of where you're going. Step number two, who are you listening to? Who are the mentors in your life? And step number three, be in a growth environment. That is the difference maker. Let's get it. I appreciate you guys. If you need anything, reach out to me, reach out to the leaders, and let's take this thing to the top. Let's go, baby.